I have never seen such an arrogant man. The traffic police were checking for drunk drivers ahead, but this man started drinking vodka. Then, he floored the accelerator and drove straight through the checkpoint. Afterward, he swaggered out of the car, smashed the bottle in front of them, and then turned around and ran. The police officers were left stunned. But the next day, the man was arrested, and it turned out he was an elite special forces operative. The police had no choice but to hand him over to the military. Under the law, everyone is equal. Eventually, the man was dismissed from the military and left the forces, walking down a path of no return. It didn't take long before the man was surrounded by a group of police officers again. This time, after leaving the military, he joined a terrorist organization, and the criminals had taken many hostages. In order to gather information, the team leader disguised himself as a nurse and infiltrated the hideout. He spotted the man immediately, and the man recognized him too. They then communicated in Morse code. The team leader quickly responded with his fingers. Unexpectedly, the man single-handedly took down the terrorists. Just when they thought the man had turned back to the right path, he suddenly threw a flashbang and fled, carrying the leader of the gang. The special forces were ordered to pursue him, and when a former comrade saw the photo of the man they were after, he couldn't believe it. The man in the photo was once a teammate they had fought alongside. He thought it must have been a mistake, but the higher-ups insisted that the satellite image was accurate. Despite his reluctance, as a soldier, he had no choice but to follow orders. Soon, the comrade arrived near the man's hideout, preparing to encircle him from behind with a rope. However, they didn't realize that all of their movements were being watched by the terrorists. Just as the terrorists were about to pull out a handgun to deal with him, the man stopped them. To avoid suspicion, he remained calm and walked towards his comrade with a silencer in hand. At that moment, the comrade sensed something was wrong and turned around, spotting the man. When their eyes met, the man remembered the many moments they had shared as comrades, and his heart was torn with conflict. Then, the comrade made a desperate move, lunging towards the man. Without hesitation, the man pulled the trigger. The bullet struck his comrade in the chest. It turned out the man had known his comrade always carried a bulletproof lighter in his chest pocket. To prevent any suspicion, the man kicked a rock under his comrade's arm and slipped the intelligence into his pocket. Once he confirmed that his comrade was truly dead, they prepared to leave. But just then, the comrade groaned, drawing the attention of both the man and the terrorists. The man looked at the terrorists in fear, while one of them grabbed the gun from his hand.